Now that there's a new boom related to all the conspiracy theory in the Incredibles universe, too many branches of different parts or complements have been recently added to the whole theory. Like Edna Mouts, who is now being considered an accomplice of the whole conspiracy with the government and Syndrome. With all the accidents, or what we think that was accidents, that caused the death of many supers, making Edna either part of all that or just another victim of the eradication of all supers, using her designs to make her believe it was her fault, along with other complements that actually make good sense to the whole theory. But alright, let's talk about how Mr. Incredible actually saved Frozone's life, by just letting himself be seen by Mirage, Syndrome's assistants. Of course by mistake when they were saving people from the building on fire. If you watch this scene again, the assistants mentioned that Frozone was still with the fat guy. But once they find out who that guy was, she confirmed with someone on the phone the switch of targets, letting him know that this was the guy they were looking for, taking Mr. Incredible, a bigger fish, instead of Frozone, to be the next victim of the super skill and machine. And now you tell me, do you think Frozone would have survived the first version of this robot? Being completely honest, Bob was a little bit too lucky to be strong enough to be able to survive. But Frozone wouldn't have done so well. At least in my opinion. Just think about it. The physical complexity of Mr. Incredible first saved him from being ripped apart in this scene. And I know Frozone wouldn't have gone straight to the volcano's heart to fight against it, because he would be almost powerless in those conditions. But even fighting in a lake or anywhere where Frozone could have an advantage against it, I still think there was no possible way to win. Not being Frozone at least. Just think about how Mr. Incredible won the first time. It was the same robot who accidentally destroyed itself, trying to attack him. But it was after noticing that only the same robot was capable to penetrate his own shield that Mr. Incredible finally found out a way to defeat it. But while Mr. Incredible was able to approach the robot, at least enough to be able to notice it, I genuinely think that while Frozone could have been thinking about how to escape more than how to destroy it, he wouldn't have been so lucky to notice something like that. Because Mr. Incredible used his strength to remove the camera from under the robot and access the inside of it. Something that, honestly, not in the best of the possible scenarios of Frozone could have give him the clue or any other way to destroy it, and by the way, to escape alive. And also, in case you thought about the robots being upgraded to adapt and kill every hero who destroyed the first robot that was supposed to kill them, the robot Mr. Incredible defeated wasn't even created or adapted to defeat Frozone, but the previous hero before him, because as everybody knows, we could see who destroyed the previous robot. So the next one was capable and created to defeat and kill that previous super. Something that, in my opinion, was way more than enough to kill Frozone. But it was only after finding one of the bigger fishes they found, Mr. Incredible, was when they knew they already had one of the best and more powerful robots so far. And everybody know what happened then. But how would it have been if Syndrome never found Mr. Incredible? At first, we wouldn't have had Frozone for the rest of the movie. And second, the first and only robot would have been less dangerous and less strong. But Mr. Incredible and his family would have never been prepared or even aware of the situation. So, probably someone else could have taken care of it. And the Incredible's family could have been as irrelevant as some other supers we saw in the movie. Just living an incognito life without a best friend who no one ever knew what happened to. Just imagine how would it be for Mr. Incredible and his family to know one of their best friends disappeared out of nowhere, along with the rest of the supers that probably keep disappearing every month, week, or even every day. While the family and all other supers could be terrified to be the next ones. And all that by just one single switch of targets. But I don't know. What do you think? I'd like to know your opinion. I'll read you in the comment section. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. I'm the Dark Agent, and I'll see you again.